Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the Social.in account. This is Pradeep, and in this episode of the Social Media Weekly, we're talking about Google launching the Google Guaranteed program to eligible local services businesses. We're talking about Google making buy on Google commission free. We're talking about Facebook rolling out Messenger's app lock. Let's get started. So the first story we have here today is about Google rolling out a new program called Google Guaranteed. So if you are a local services business in the US and you have a rating of above, let's say 4.5, you can now be eligible to be participating in Google's Google Guaranteed program and pay them $50 every month, in return for which they will give you a Google Guaranteed verification badge on your Google My Business page, as well as do a background check for each and every one of your employees, and you have to submit to binding arbitration in case anything goes wrong with your services, and you have to give up your jury trial rights and your class action lawsuit rights. It seems like a lot to give up, but let's hope Google gives a lot back in return. The next story has to do with Google rolling out a new mortgage feature inside of Google search results. So Google rolled out a mortgage calculator in 2015, way back when the world was different, and now they're rolling out additional features in mortgage search results. Now, if you scroll down on a mortgage related search after the billions of advertising, you will now see a knowledge panel with various sections such as overview, types, rates, videos, news, refinance, process, and other thoroughly confusing information. Now, why is Google doing this, you might ask? Well, apparently in May of 2020, Google's search results for mortgage-related search terms apparently hit an all-time high. So obviously a lot more people are interested in buying homes outside of the lockdown cities. The next story has to do with Google's rolling out of a new feature called Buy on Google, but this time without a commission. Google seems to be in a really good mood these days. A couple of months back, they rolled out free Google shopping listings on Google's shopping listing tab. And after that, they had integration of Google Merchant Center with your PayPal account. And now they're rolling out a buy on Google feature without a commission. So if you are a merchant and you've signed up with something like Shopify, or you're part of the Google checkout program, you can now allow your users to check out on Google without having to pay a commission. Amazon, will remind you, charges 8 to 15% commission on every transaction on their platform. Google is obviously doing this because they want to build Gamazon. Our next story has to do with Facebook Messenger rolling out a new feature called App Lock. So Facebook Messenger is the messaging application that no one likes to use. Anyway, they've rolled out a new feature called the privacy section, in which they have a feature called App Lock. It's only on iPhone and iPad, but apparently after you've closed the Messenger application, you can now set an app lock so that the next time you have to open it, you have to enable your Face ID once again. So for example, if you open your iPhone and then give it over to a friend who definitely will not snoop inside your messaging application, they will not be able to open Messenger because it has Face ID based authentication. You can also control who is allowed to message you on Messenger, and you can also control the number of people that you have blocked on Facebook Messenger. Our final story of the day has to do with Facebook building another Zoom competitor. It looks like every company in the world wants to be Zoom right now. Anyway, Facebook Messenger Rooms has been around for a couple of months now, and they have enabled a new feature wherein up to 50 people who are inside a Facebook Messenger room can now broadcast live to Facebook on a Facebook page, a Facebook group, or a Facebook timeline. What's interesting here is that the moderator still has control over the Facebook Messenger room. They can control who is allowed to broadcast, they can add or remove people into the Messenger room, and also people can only join the Messenger room because of the Messenger room link. I'll remind you that you don't have to have a Facebook account in order to use Facebook's Messenger rooms. Zoom, you better be worried. Actually, not really. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this episode, guys. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Drop your comments on what you think about Facebook's Zoom ripoff in the comment section down below. As always, please go over to YouTube and subscribe to the Social.in account. Ring that notification bell so that you never miss a video, and we will see you guys in the next episode.